Hey everyone! So we're all here because we're really excited to introduce our new video to you. But before we do that, I can introduce you to these guys, which is the star of all of our videos, really. So this is called Life with Kylie, of course, so that's Kylie. Most of you already knew that, though. And then this is her big brother, Kevin.
Hi.
And this is little brother, Aiden.
Hey.
So we are really excited to show you our next video. We toured Morgan's Wonderland. We got to go to Morgan's Wonderland. A company called Project Angel Fairs sent us there. We went over the summer in July. Kylie's telling us that she wants to have some fun. We did have fun there, didn't we? We did have a lot of fun, yeah. So we wanted to have our video up before now, but the reason it took so long is because Kevin did a great job putting it all together. He even put music on the video, but he used songs that you hear on the radio, songs out of our iTunes account, and we can't do that on YouTube because we don't own the rights to those songs, and it would take forever to get the rights to those songs. So I took over and took those songs off and put these songs on, and added a few more videos that we kind of forgot we even had, and then that was it. So, like Aiden said earlier, we want you to, what?
Subscribe down below.
Subscribe down below. Can you tell these kids watch a lot of YouTube? Subscribe down below. Probably most importantly, we're not as concerned about subscribers right now as much as we are with you sharing the video. We want as many families as we can to be able to see our videos because the world of special needs can be a very lonely place. And thankfully, we all have big families and a lot of supportive friends and family, so we don't get very lonely. But when you're raising a child with special needs, it can be. So we want to reach as many families as possible. Just let them know that we share in their challenges and that you can still have a lot of fun and do crazy things. So make sure you share the video with anybody you can think of. All right, so now it's time for you to like and subscribe to the video and watch our video about Morgan's Wonderland. Hope you enjoy it. Bye. We are here in San Antonio, Texas, although the palm trees behind me are kind of deceiving because I don't think those are native to San Antonio. But there's Kevin. Okay. So I'll tell you more about this company in just a few minutes, but we are here because of Project Angel Fairs. It's local here in San Antonio, Texas, and they are affiliated with a place called Morgan's Wonderland, which is where we are. You can see kind of behind me some of the cool things. I'm going to turn a little more so you can see what Kevin and Kylie are doing right now. Kevin and Kylie are doing a water cannon here on a place called The Wharf at Morgan's Wonderland. I'll try and keep the video running and we'll do a little bit of a tour as we walk and try and find Bridget and Aiden. But Kylie was selected. We submitted her name and kind of our story to Project Angel Fair, and Kylie was selected. So they flew us down here yesterday on Southwest Airlines. Had a great experience doing that through Midway. Put us up in a hotel for 3 nights, and so today we got to experience Morgan's Wonderland. And with Morgan's Wonderland is a place called Inspiration Island. It's a water park, which is why my face is so red. I promise I put on sunblock. I put it on like every 3 hours it seems, but with the amount of sweat that I'm doing and the amount of water that we're having, it just keeps washing off. But I'm doing my best to not burn. It's really the only burn I have, and of course my bald head. But we're having a great time. It's super hot here, but there's a lot of air conditioning in places, and the water park is keeping us nice and cool. We're doing great. Tomorrow we get to go to San Antonio SeaWorld, which is really cool. We're going to experience that. Yesterday we had lunch and got to walk up and down the Riverwalk, San Antonio Riverwalk, which was gorgeous. And such a kind of a historical place, which you kind of feel while you're there, but it really took kind of leaving there and kind of thinking about it to realize what a cool place it was. We were about 70 yards from the Alamo, which is probably where my grandparents used to live. I'm still hoping that maybe Wednesday before we fly home, we'll get a chance to go see where my grandparents, used to live. So that'll be kind of cool if we get to do that. But otherwise, we're just really enjoying our time. The amusement park itself is closing in about a half hour, but then the water park is open till 7. So that's the playground right there. Looks like a pirate ship. This whole place, sorry, I forgot to mention, the whole place, the reason this place exists is because of a little girl named Morgan who had special needs, and her dad felt like she and other people with disabilities and special needs really should have a place that is accessible. And so I don't know his whole story, but I know that he is kind of a local celebrity, if you will. His name is Gordon. I forgot his last name at the moment. But yeah, he just felt that his daughter should have a place, and everyone like his daughter should have a place that they can come that's fully accessible. We've experienced everything in the park, and Kylie can stay in her chair if she wants to. She can get out of her chair if she wants to. So she got to do everything with us, which for those of you who may not have a child with special needs that's in a chair or has unique kind of physical abilities, it's something that you don't think about, being able to experience something as a whole family. There are many things that Kylie enjoys being the passive observer, and I think she would do that even if she was fully able to do most things, such as the water park. She'd much rather see her brothers get soaking wet than be in the water getting soaking wet. But there are certain things that she likes to do, like ride rides with them, and sometimes she can't do that. And so this is a really cool place. So we're going to take a walk back to try to find Mommy and Aiden and join back up to head back to the water park. So see you soon. And now Kevin offered, okay, well, he was voluntold to push his sister so that I can kind of give you a cool little video tour as we walk to try to find Mommy and Aiden. Kevin, he just caught a fish right here. This is a catch and release fishing wharf, which is really cool. He caught a fish, probably about, I'd say, 1 foot to 1.5 foot long. It was really cool. So now we're gonna just kind of take a walk and try and find everyone else. I don't know if you can see from here, I didn't walk over there, but there's remote control boats. Kevin had a fun over there for a few minutes. It's kind of cool. Fully accessible playground. So Kevin, I'm gonna walk in here really quick because there's some cool things in here I want to show.
Yeah, I'll show them.
You gonna go with Kylie? Okay, Kevin's gonna show you how accessible this park is. Kylie's fully in her chair right now, and she kind of gets to go experience all these things. He didn't stop, but that's okay. So there's like, she could play with all these things at the wheelchair height, which is awesome. You can come on here. And so this whole thing kind of rocks back and forth. What do you think, Kylie? Whoa! Kevin didn't lock your wheels. You're really rocking and rolling. There we go. That's okay, Kev. That's good enough. She was enjoying it. So you guys keep having fun. I'm going to tour the rest of this thing. So I think most playgrounds now are kind of accessible like this, where everything is kind of ramp access. And so the park is designed for obviously everybody, not just people with disabilities. So you could access this if you have the core strength or you liked it. We could put Kylie on this slide. She has the core strength to do it, but just doesn't really care. She doesn't like slides too much, so she wouldn't do that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So her and her brothers can pretty much experience everything here together, which is nice. Thankfully, most playgrounds, even at home, have those kind of things, but this little sway place right here is unique. Haven't seen that before, so that's kind of fun. You left your sister. What are you doing? Oh. What are you doing? Kevin leave you up here? He did, huh? All right. Well, let's get your brother so we can go find your other brother and go back to the water park. Okay, so we wrangled up Kevin. Kylie's not happy about leaving the playground. Kylie, we gotta go find Aiden and Mommy. Okay? We'll go back to the water park, okay? Or are you crying because your brother's a crazy driver? Okay, just push her the right way, okay? Alright, you're fine. So right across the water there, I don't know if this will allow me to zoom, let's see. Oh yeah, cool. So that's the water park called Inspiration Island. We're gonna head over there. I'll try and do some video there. That's where we're gonna be going shortly. So if you come around this corner here, you'll see like a hot air balloon Ferris wheel. We'll probably have a better shot of it in a few minutes, but so this is really cool. Kylie got to experience this for the first time ever. You can roll the wheelchair, pretty much any wheelchair. I think oversized wheelchairs might have some trouble, but there is kind of a measurement device outside to check it out, but you just roll the wheelchair right on. And Kylie in her chair, myself and Bridget were able to fit on there and ride with her. It was really cool. She got to experience that for the first time. That was really nice. On this side is a train. Again, Kylie rode the train straight right in her wheelchair. Oh, here comes trouble. There's Aiden. We found him. What? Oh. So there's a train. We rode the train. Oh, Kylie got to experience that before when we had it Give Kids the World Village. But it's a pretty cool train anyway. And clearly we've been out in the sun for a long time. These are all accessible cars. They're on display, which is kind of cool. Thankfully, it's not something that we'll have to worry about anytime soon. This is when Kylie's size works in our favor. So she's small enough right now that we can still pick her up and put her in our car. It might be something I have to look at in the future. So it kind of all depends on how well walking goes for Kylie. It's a slow start, but it's getting there. We'll see. This is seems like a regular playground, but if you look closely a little further in, so again, Kylie's size and her core stability is decent enough that we're able to take her out and put her in like a regular baby swing like this in the parks. Although she does still seem a little insecure and doesn't like to be in there for very long. But if you look at these are really cool. You can roll a wheelchair right up into those and lock them in place and fully swing, which is really awesome. And Kylie was on that today too, which she loved. It was pretty cool. And of course, regular seated swings, which we do have in some of our parks at home. I think Kylie's school even has a swing like that. So, pretty cool. Here's a better shot of the Ferris wheel called Whirling Wonder. This is Morgan, a picture of Morgan, although we've told that she's taller now, right? Isn't she like 6'5", 6, something like that? Aiden, can you stand next to that picture of Morgan? To give you an idea how tall she was when they took that picture. Kevin, can you go over there too? You don't have to stay there. We took a picture already. I just wanted to, for the video, to show height. So she's a pretty tall girl, Morgan. Cool. Thanks, guys. There's another statue. Girl with crutches. So cool. What I love about this is that the disability piece here is the norm. You know, it's one thing to be accessible, but to make the part about needing the accessibility to be what is normal, that's quite the experience. You don't get that a lot of places, and so the statues and the sculptures are all people that have some type of a different ability, and it's really cool. And so this is what I wanted to show you before we head into the water park. I don't know why, I just think this is a really beautiful statue. I can get the whole thing. It's really beautiful. And here there's the plaque on here. It says taking flight. Taking flight dramatically symbolizes what Morgan's Wonderland stands for: to inspire those with special needs to soar beyond their physical or cognitive challenges and reach heights thought to be unattainable. Just as a butterfly magically emerges from its cocoon, unfurls its wings, and takes flight, this unique park is dedicated to encouraging each individual to dare to reach beyond their limitations and reach the heights of their dreams. It's kind of cool. So, all right, that's most of the park, pretty much everything. There's an accessible merry-go-round way back there, but I can't go back there right now because the park is closing. And we are headed to the water park to cool off because I'm pretty sure it's about 98 degrees right now and not the old boy band actual temperature. So I'm sweating my butt off. It's time to go back to the water park.
Are you getting wet? Are you getting wet?
Okay, so we're in the water park now. This is called Inspiration Island. I'll try and get a picture of the board outside of the entrance. Talks about Morgan's inspiration. I thought it'd be pretty cool. I'm going to flip it around for you in just a second, and you can see the first of many of the little water park playgrounds that are here. So this first one, we're not in it mainly because Kylie's not loving getting wet today, at least not extremely wet. But this first one, even though it's like 98 degrees here in Texas right now, this particular playground is heated water. So obviously it's not hot water, but it's not that shocking cold water that when your body is hot and you get in a cold water park. So they really did think of all those really interesting sensory things. So for people with disabilities or people who can't handle those extreme temperatures or just need or want, warmer, I'd say probably like bath water, like a lukewarm kind of bath water. That's what's coming out of all of those cool little creatures in that water park. Well, that's where we had lunch, underneath the lighthouse. I forgot what it's called. So that was the restaurant we had lunch today. It was pretty cool. We are currently in what's called Will's Hang Ten Harbor. We went in here because when we left earlier to go out for the last couple of hours of Morgan's Wonderland, this is where Kylie was wanting to go. So that's where we are. There's more to see. I'll show you those in a little bit, but there's Aiden. He's currently spinning around the umbrellas. There's Mommy and Kylie and Kevin. Cool. Kylie likes these kind of places because she can sit on the ground, feel nice and secure. Still get wet if she chooses, but not be like in the showers or in the water. So like those zero depth kind of entry pools, we like those a lot. Kylie likes those a lot too. So that's where we are right now, Penn Harbor. There's the rest of the park. We'll see those in a little bit. What they do have here for free, which is kind of cool, if you have a wheelchair, when you come into the park, into the water park, you can get what they call wet chairs. So they are wheelchairs designed to go in the water, including motorized wheelchairs. Yeah, I'll tell you more about that in a little bit, but that's pretty cool, and it's free. Just gotta give them your chair and take that chair. We did that with Kylie, but something new and a little bit less stable than what she's used to, so was not loving it. So we just gave it back. Doing some more video at this location because Kylie we gotta see, Kylie has scooted herself over one of the jets. Kylie, what'd you do? What happened to the water? Where is it? Uh-oh! Oh no!
Okay.
Too much? Too much? So I'm not quite sure of my editing ability, so I'm going to try and keep these other people in the background and maybe just get back to their heads for now, but I really want people to see how cool and accessible this place is. So behind Kevin, thankfully this little girl is back, her back is to me right now. So there's a little girl who just went out into the middle of the water park with her walker, which is really cool. So the material on this ground, most water parks are like this. They are non-slip ground, perfectly level, even though I'm not sure how it looks on camera, but it looks like there's hills and valleys and stuff because of the color of the paint, but it's not, it's all level. And so this little girl can walk around with her walker, which is awesome. And right now he's kind of, his back is to us, so I'll pan this way. There's a young man in a similar stroller to Kylie, actually. It's a Conveyed. So I think that's probably their own personal stroller or wheelchair. I don't think they traded that one out for a wet wheelchair. And he's been in and out of the water like crazy here, so pretty cool. Not a lot of people here right now. Clearly Kylie is not loving that her brothers are splashing around her. God forbid the princess gets sprinkled when she doesn't want to.
Eat it, honey.
And the more I tell Aiden Kylie doesn't like it, the more he chooses the closest sprinkler to splash in. Aiden, do you think maybe you could choose from the 100 other sprinklers to splash in? Okay, thanks. I know there's not a lot of opportunities to get wet here. There's Mommy.
Kevin, we just told Aiden to go away from there. There comes Kylie.
You better now? Your brothers left you alone? Yeah? That's good. Do you like this place? You want me to sit on the floor? I don't really want to sit on the floor right now. You want to go out there and get wet? Nope. Far from it, huh? Okay. Where are you going? You want me to walk out there with you? Okay. So this is Shipwreck Island. This is another one here at Inspiration Island. This is a little bit more intense than the one we were hanging out with at Hangtime Harbor. I don't know if I'll be able to get it on camera or not. I'll try and show you what's going on here. So we have some cannons on part of a pirate ship that you can spray at each other. Spraying palm trees is kind of cool. Of course, the little kid fountains as usual in the ground. This one has a pretty cool water slide. Aiden's around here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So this is one of the cool features here. I assume it's at water parks near home too. Here it comes. And I think Aiden is on the water slide here somewhere. Here he comes. And I have to wait for his turn. Thanks to the staff member who has to sit on the water slide in a raincoat. Oh, gotta love that job. To next one. I guess if you were to put like an intensity scale on these little mini water parks here, this would probably be the most intense. This is called Harvey's Hideaway Bay. None of them are intense, but I guess a lot more sprayers, a little more high pressure on some of the water that's shooting out. Hopefully I'll be here when this big one dumps out, but you can see that that's a much bigger bucket on the top of that tower that spills out on top of people. I don't know if you can tell from where I'm at. Let's see. But you can see, I didn't show you this on the other ones, but up and around the top, all the way around, everything is accessible. You know, the last one I was showing you, the Shipwreck Island, that has a water slide. So with the exception of needing to have the core strength in your body to be able to hold yourself up to go down that, really everything is accessible. Here it goes. So I was over this one with the boys for a little while, but it's a little bit too much pressure in the water for Aiden. Definitely too much in that big bucket for Aiden. So most of our time has been at Shipwreck Island today. So that's it. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, they have these cabanas here. Of course, our boys wanted us to get one of those. So we inquired about that. And for only $100 for 3 hours, you can have one. Not happening. This one's called Calypso Cove. I think, right? Calypso Cove. So it's kind of cool. It has xylophones everywhere. This time of day, this one seems to be the most shaded one that's here. So we are lounging while the boys run around. Mommy's got a Shea lounger in the shade. Kylie has her own little Kylie-sized chair, which she's loving. I'm in a Shea lounger too, but nobody wants to see that. Trust me, you can see my nasty feet. You getting comfy, Kylie? Yeah. Hi. You having fun? This is a cool section. It has music, huh? Yeah. Are you eating? Yep. You're eating. Both a pain in the ass and convenient, right? We don't have to stop your brothers from having fun over here because it's time to feed Kylie. Oh, look who's over here.
Hi.
Yikes. Where'd you come from? Where's your brother? Still over there. So when it's time to feed Kylie, we just hook her up. So in that way, it's convenient. Right, Kylie? Just hook you up. Where's your tube? Bring it out. More. There it is. Yeah. So sometimes it's convenient, sometimes it's trouble, right? Right now it's convenient. Kylie's ready to chill out. The brothers aren't. Kevin's gonna play music for us now. So we're going to be leaving this water park in about 45 minutes. Bridget just left us to go check on Aiden because we thought we heard Aiden crying. It wasn't Aiden, some other kid. Can't say for sure it wasn't because of Aiden the other kid wasn't crying, but I don't know for sure. But all good. Kevin is pooping out. Min's going to go get some water right now. Kylie, they're ready to go, huh? Maybe you're getting pushed around all day. No, you didn't. Now it seems like she's still good to go. I'm pretty red. I promise I've been applying sunscreen all day. feel like I pretty much used this whole can of sunblock today, but there may be a stop at Walgreens for some aloe in my future. And perhaps some other sunblock, I don't know. Or I'll just apply it before I leave the hotel room in the morning. Tomorrow is a SeaWorld day. So, we'll see. See you later.